killed Doctor Strange. Bye-bye, Spider-Man. Spider-Boy. Take that, squirrely girl. Love that team up group. Here we are with another settings video for controller, and we have a new character, Moon Knight. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm dressed like I'm going to a job interview. That's because I am at a job interview. You're interviewing for the job of playing Moon Knight, so I'm here to interrogate you. No, what I'm actually here is to share the best settings to make you feel like you are in complete control of Moon Knight, the character. I'm going to go through all the characters. The second one is Moon Knight. I've been really enjoying him, but the main reason I want to go through all these settings and stuff in PvP games, hell, even in single player games, is that the biggest issue when you're playing is that your thoughts need to translate into your gameplay one-to-one. So if you feel like, oh, I want to go up here and attack here, you should be able to feel like you can do that without thinking. So it almost feels like you're just in full control with just your mind of your character, and you can't do that with good binds and good settings. So I want to go through everything that I've learned with Moon Knight that really helps me feel like I am in complete control of his character, and he's got a lot better kit than I thought as I was going through. So let's go through some of his settings. The biggest thing is, just like Black Widow, the sensitivity. So let's equip Moon Knight. I've got 380, 370, a little bit different than my last video, Black Widow. And the biggest thing here is the dual zone S curve. I went through this in my last one. I'm going to go over it again really quickly. What this does for you, I see a lot of controller players going to linear. I'm not beefing with linear players, but what this difference is, this split right here, what it does is for the middle of your little right stick, if you make little movements, it keeps your sensitivity low. But when you go all the way to one side, it flicks you around with super higher speed. So what that does for you, especially with Moon Knight, who has projectiles that you have to lead, you have to be really accurate with, unless you're using the ability, we'll go into that later, is you want to make those little tiny adjustments to track them slowly, kind of like this. You want to be able to track them really slow, little small movements, but if I want to flick around, I want to be able to go all the way to the right side of my stick, and I can have a high sensitivity. So I'll be shooting, and then I can like hit my grapple over here, and then flick around. So I can be tracking and everything and do pretty well that way. So that's why that's important to me. I really feel like the most slept on setting here is the dual zone S curve, and I think no one is talking about it because no one has taken the time to go in and see what the right numbers are. So pause the video, look at these numbers, copy them one for one. Trust me, try it. You can adjust it to your liking, but this is what I found is the best. Works for Black Widow 2, works for almost every character, but I am going to go through and make one for every single character. But trust me, try it. If you don't like it, go back to linear, but I'm telling you, if you're on controller, try this. All right, past the dual zone S curve, these are going to be my bindings, my aim assist stuff right here. I have a little green dot. I hope that, and it's a little bit thicker. It helps with my aiming with Moon Knight and his projectiles. These are my bindings. Now keep in mind, I do have a button on the back of my controller. I have a FlyDigi Vader 4 Pro controller. Really like it. Hall effect sticks. I'm not sponsored by FlyDigi at all. I've been going through controllers for years, so this is what I've landed on. The biggest thing for me, if you're a controller player and you really want to get to the most of your ability without learning keyboard and mouse, get a controller with Hall effect sticks. That means that they're immune to stick drift. You can also turn the dials. It makes the resistance on the stick really good. Another big thing, you're gonna feel like that you're gonna put these sensitivity settings on. You're gonna feel like it's really fast for you. If you don't have foam and thumbstick extenders, take everything down on my sensitivity down by 10. So do 10 less than what I have the number. So if you go all the way up here and you see all of these, so make this 50, make this 60, or make this 65, yeah, make this 20, make this, so everything 10 less if you don't have a thumbstick extender, okay? If you want to have max precision or whatever, I really recommend getting these Control Freaks extenders accessories. It really does help with your aim. It's not a gimmick. Again, I'm not sponsored by them, but I saw a lot of comments in my video, hey, I tried your settings, it felt really fast for me. That's because you don't have those accessories. If you use those accessories, you can basically go almost max sensitivity in most games and feel like you, with this dual zone S-curve, and feel like you have complete control over your aim still. So I feel like that's some advice I want to put out there. But these are my bindings. They're going to be different for every single person. For Moon Knight, specifically, the Night Glider is on my left stick press. This is a big thing, and I have hold to glide on. That's another big thing. I go up here so I can press it down while I'm looking at someone, and then I can release and then start engaging the gunfight. So oh, that just didn't register. So I don't have to click to engage and click to disengage. It's just one long click. I felt like that's the most comfortable for me. So I recommend you do that too. That is preference, but that setting is there. So if it feels clunky, go in, look for the hold to glide and turn that on and off. But everything else, I jump with my left bumper. I do that because then I can jump without hitting A, which is usually what it's bound to for every single character. If you get your thumb off of the right stick and move it all the way over to press A, you're going to be jumping without being able to look around with the right stick. So what binding my jump to my left bumper does is it makes it so I can jump and aim at the same time. So I'm a moving target. So I can jump and track these people while I'm tracking them and jumping at the same time. So that helps you with your mobility a whole lot. Now, for just tips with Moon Knight in general, I found that most of your abilities tax multiple people, especially if they're next to each other like that. But you also get this ability, this like boomerang ability here that boomerangs off of people. You'll see in some of my intro clips. You can go like this into these, but you can't cancel this animation, but you can cancel this. So you can shoot these out and then throw out the boomerang, and for most squishies that'll be a cleanup right there. If you're super accurate with it, even if they're far away, you can hit them with both and it does a big chunk of damage. You see her over here, and I like to send that out, but both of those hit multiple people. So if I'm holding this angle right here and Lunaso is the first one out, and she's got like 3 or 4 people behind her, say she's popped her ult, I can hit this, and then both of those will all hit around people. And if I can't, I know they're back there and I can see them around, you throw this out and then do the same thing there, and then both of those all stick, and you've got damage on everyone that was around that corner. You don't even put yourself in danger. So that's one of the biggest things I've learned from him. Get that out right away, and you can go ahead and take out at least one person and use that combo to do damage to a lot of people before you go and push and clean up, or hopefully your tank comes in and goes in and cleans up people too. But I see this boomerang underutilized a lot, so make sure you don't go boomerang then your main attack. You want to go main attack then boomerang, because that can cancel it out, and that'll stack on top of each other, and you should clean up a lot of people there like that. But that's some of my biggest things. One of my if I want to go super into detail, I have my back right paddle down to my grapple. The grapple animation is super clunky. If you go over a surface really close, you're going to stop the glide animation, so you have to pay attention to that. What I like to do, you have a double jump, but I only save it when I'm using grapple. So I go here, get up to high ground, glide all the way over here, and then initiate the fight with my double jump, and that'll kind of keep you mobile the entire time. But overall, those are some of my biggest tips for my settings in regard to Moon Knight. I'm going to make some on every single person in this game. I'm trying to get at least my first proficiency done before I make a video on them. I don't want to be like just picking them up and changing my binds and then giving you guys advice on them. I want to hit the first proficiency before I give any advice, so I actually know kind of what I'm talking about. But this is what's been most comfortable for me. The jumping, the sensitivity, or that dual zone S-curve, especially for him, to be able to track little movements and then be able to go like this and then hit that fast is really important for my playstyle with him. So I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying Moon Knight a lot. He's my number 2 behind Black Widow, obviously. And let me know in the comments below. I'm seeing a lot of people ask me to play certain characters. I've seen Iron Fist, I've seen Mantis, I've seen a bunch. So let me know who you want me to do next for best settings and best sensitivity or anything. And whoever gets the most likes, whatever, I'll do that character next. So let me know who you want to see, and thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.